the summer of 2021, Florentino Rios was working at SpaceX, Elon Musk's rocket company. Working about 25 feet off the ground, he signaled to the crane operator to stop moving, but his hand signal was missed. The operator tried to move a beam after it was fixed in place, causing a chain to snap and strike Rios in the face.
Ya no miré yo nada completamente, entonces yo le gritaba a mi amigo, perdí mi ojo, y él no me contestaba porque él también estaba golpeado.
Rios went to the hospital that night. Days later, doctors told him he had lost vision in the eye. He was now legally blind and could no longer drive or work construction. SpaceX, he says, should have equipped the team with walkie-talkies and better lighting at the site.
Lo que yo miré, he visto yo allí en ese trabajo de SpaceX, no hay suficiente seguridad. Ahí no hay.
Rios isn't the only seriously injured SpaceX worker. A Reuters investigation found the company has disregarded worker safety regulations and standard practices for years. Through government records and interviews, Reuters documented more than 600 injuries since 2014. Many were serious or disabling. They included lacerations, broken bones, crushed hands, and head injuries. 8 accidents led to amputations. 1 employee died in 2014. Lonnie LeBlanc died from a head injury after being blown off a trailer by a gust of wind at the SpaceX facility in McGregor, Texas. SpaceX did not respond to detailed questions from Reuters for this report. The company has defended its safety practices in responses to government inspections. It says it provides workers extensive safety training. Reuters spoke to 36 people with knowledge of SpaceX safety practices, including current or former employees. They say its high injury rates reflect a chaotic workplace. Undertrained and overtired staff routinely skipped basic safety procedures as they raced to meet Musk's aggressive deadlines for space missions.
Any predictions on when Starship might land on Mars without crew, maybe a crewed flight? Any prediction there?
I think 3 or 4 years.
4 years.
SpaceX takes the stance that workers are responsible for protecting themselves. That's according to more than a dozen current and former employees, including a former senior executive. Musk himself could appear cavalier about safety on visits to company sites. 4 employees said the CEO, on his visits to a California rocket factory, sometimes played with a novelty flamethrower that shoots a thick flame 5 or 10 feet long. He also discouraged workers from wearing safety yellow because he hates bright colors. Since Musk co-founded the rocket company in 2002, SpaceX has achieved major breakthroughs, including becoming the first private company to send humans into orbit. It now employs about 13,000 people. The more than 600 SpaceX injuries that Reuters documented represent only a portion of the total case count. The U.S. Occupational Safety and Health Administration, known as OSHA, started requiring companies to report their total number of injuries annually in 2016. 6 major SpaceX facilities across the U.S. failed to submit reports for many of those years. Reuters reviewed OSHA violation records on SpaceX and found no agency sanctions for its data reporting failures. For violations it found following accidents, the agency levied only small fines. In one case, SpaceX paid a $7,000 OSHA fine for violations resulting in a worker's death. OSHA said it has recently heightened scrutiny on all companies, but the agency did not comment on its enforcement decisions regarding SpaceX. Jordan Barab is a former Deputy Assistant Secretary of OSHA.
Pushing workers to do dangerous work, regardless of their knowledge that the work is dangerous, essentially shows that this company is putting its profits ahead of worker safety and putting its profits ahead of worker health and workers' lives.
After losing his eyesight, Rios sued SpaceX. He alleged the company's negligence caused the injury by failing to implement or follow worker safety procedures. The company, in court records, argued that Rios' own negligence was to blame.
Es una cosa muy triste porque desgraciadamente pues yo soy el que soy el que arrimo el dinero para mis hijos, y ahora me cambió totalmente, demasiado, porque yo me siento incompleto, porque yo era una persona que todo el tiempo no me gustaba nada estar sentado. Todo el tiempo andaba yo trabajando, y de día y de noche, para darles a mis hijos lo que ellos necesitaban. Y ahora no, ahora me siento bien triste, porque todo por donde quiero ir necesito ayuda.